Hey, what is up guys? Naked Speed here. Today, back with another video for our second channel. Today, what we're going to be doing, I didn't make my bed by the way, which makes me look very bad. I'm busy. But nonetheless, we're going to be talking about a little profit here, alright? This is my best hero as I skip back before the start of the game. This is my best hero. This was an 18-minute game, not a long one, but I want to talk about how to just kind of dumpster with this hero. I literally put this alch in the dumpster. Alright, my teammates played quite well as well, I will admit. I had a good team. The game probably wouldn't end in 18 minutes, but I was going to carry this game regardless. We were laning against a top 10 player here. Nonetheless, I was level 6 when he was level 4. I was level 8 when he was level 6. I'm going to show you some of the tips and tricks to make this happen. The first thing is when you load into the game, you want to instantly spawn treants. Just spawn 2 of them right away. Because when you do that, it makes sure that you can spawn 4 for the rune fight, and then most importantly 4 for the first wave of the game. These are the 2 most important times to have 4 creeps. The first wave and the rune. And you'll see once I get towards the rune, I'm going to summon my treants instantly again. So if you don't know when to summon them, just summon them literally off cooldown. Here, I'll show it again. I summon, I sit in the base, I wait. Right? I'm in the base, they're about to come back up. I summon again. I run out with that set, and then I summon literally right away again. So that's all you need to do there. It's literally as simple as that. Then you're going to have 4 for the rune fight. My other ones are just kind of scouting this hill, giving vision, seeing if they're going to come contest from the right side. But if the enemy is stupid and they try to fight in the 4 treants, you destroy them. You just absolutely crush them. All right, in terms of the lane, it's always very important to hit a good block. Because when you get this good block, it forces the position 5 out of position. And that's very key because in a lot of these lanes, you're going to be against a melee safe laner in a range position 5. And you want to send the treants at the range position 5 when your 4 is trading with them. Then after that, after you do that for a little bit, you'll see I kind of like zone out the Bane a little bit. Give the silencer a good start. I'm going to have my 4 treants, and I'm going to use those to contest the creeps. I will admit I kind of griefed here. This acid spray made it a little bit hard to last hit. I don't know how he got that CS, but the main thing I'm going to focus on is honestly CSing. I'm not trading too much. In fact, I even got destroyed in the acid there. That was quite an unfavorable trade, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get any denies in the first wave, which is honestly worst case scenario, but really the main thing is that I'm looking to just play on CS, okay? What most people do wrong on Profit is they're going to pull creep aggro too much, they're going to hit the opponent too much. Just play for the early CS. You got to get really good at making sure you're griefing just every individual CS. It's got to be hell for the enemy safe laner to get a last hit, right? If they aren't getting griefed on almost every single CS, you are doing something wrong, right? And that is why also you have to keep in mind, if you hit the opponent too much, it shoves in the creep wave. Why is that? Why does it shove in the creep wave if you hit the opponent too much? Because you pull creep aggro. So yes, there are times to hit the opponent. For instance here, right? When I hit the alch there, it's not pulling creep aggro off the entire wave. He's up far. So I'm going to hit him. Do not chase through the wave unless you are going to like kill them, right? Instead, I stay back. I get the range creep deny. We're 6 and 4 on CS, which is fine, right? 4 denies, minute 45 in is plenty good, right? And now we also have the wave back. Because we didn't hit out too much, because we didn't go too crazy, we have our wave in a very comfortable position. Sure, silencer died, but it doesn't matter. Actually, I want to go back to that real quick. It doesn't matter because I can now aggro deny, right? And look at this. The alch's in a horrible position. Bane can't really trade in the silencer profit very well. It's just very rough. I'll send treants at him. And so now we're able to keep the lane back. I don't summon treants here because I'm about to hit level 3, so I'll just wait in this case. Usually you want to summon treants close to off cooldown, but if you're close to a level up, then you don't summon. Other than that, you should basically summon them. So once I hit level 3, I'm going to look to summon. There you go. And I went for Gloves of Haste. I go for Gloves of Haste when I know I'm in a very dominant lane. If I'm in a very dominant lane where I can put pressure, which I assumed I could as the lane progressed, me and Silencer scale well. The alch scales meh. Right, he scales very meh. I don't know why he rushed a soul ring. That seems horrible. But he scales very meh. And so I wanted to go really full aggression. I don't go for... Sometimes I'll even go for a stick. It's not a great stick lane. Bane doesn't spam spells. Alch doesn't spam spells. So I didn't go for a stick in this lane. But you can see, look how I'm trying to keep this lane back. Right when the creeps get in deny range, I'm like really griefing. And then, all right, this is sweet. Look at this. Oh, Look at these blocks. All I'm doing here is I have my treants selected to my G key. I'm auto-attacking with my main hero. I'm not even attack moving. I'm just auto-attacking with my main hero, which theoretically, if I wanted to do it perfect, which I'll practice one day to be cool, is you could attack move on your main hero and body block with treants. That's like, I don't think anyone does that, frankly. But yeah, as you'll see, like these blocks. Oh man. Oh baby. And that's a kill on a Bane who had like 2/3 of his health. On top of that, look what I do here. You see how I get the creep wave out of tower range? Right? It was going into tower range. Notice how I don't just let it stay there. I bring it out and I make sure the creep wave stays very close to my tower. Look how I'm aggro denying, right? I'm always keeping the lane back. And look how bad this is for alch, right? He's just in such an awkward position. Sure, he gets like a CS there, he gets a deny, but then like after that, I hit him a couple times and he's just screwed, right? I even shouldn't have let the creeps go under tower here. This was a mistake. I remember feeling kind of bad about that. I was like, shit, I messed up a little bit, right? Because now the lane actually, they even got off a side pull. This is worst case scenario. I should have griefed the side pull and not let my wave go under tower. This is really throwy because now alch got to play the lane. Thankfully, I was able to then use this stack cant to side pull, so it kind of swung right back into our favor, so it wasn't the end of the world, but optimally, alch doesn't even get one free creep wave because being good is all about shutting down every single creep you can, right? I want this alch lane to be, once again, hell. He's 14-2, very, very low CS here for a hero like Alchemist that is completely CS reliant, right? That's obviously what the hero needs. And so now that we have treads, now I really want to start to look to get aggressive. When you have your treads, now you're quite strong. Especially level 5, that's when it's really easy to block with treants as well. And so this timing, this level 5 plus treads is really when I look to start to like kill the carry a lot of the time. Especially if they go out of position. You can see now I'm going to pick up my wand. Considered going raindrops. Kind of a shitty raindrop game though, so definitely didn't need it. But as you'll see, now I'm going to look to pressure this alch. Unfortunately, I got left alone, and the acid is kind of annoying, so I have to be a little careful. I don't want to feed treants into the Grievel's Greed, which I ended up kind of doing. But yeah, I'm just completely bullying them out of the lane. Look at this Bane. He's just getting annihilated by treants. And once again, looking to get the lane back here. It doesn't matter the time in the lane. If the alch has to jungle, I'm going to force him into this. And you can see I bait out a concoction here. I saw the Bane coming, but this is actually kind of advanced. I'll show you what I did. I saw this Bane coming, but I wanted them to like mess up or waste spells or waste time. So I didn't instantly react to him. I react as late as I possibly can. It actually baits out the concoction. I didn't realize how well I did this until now. That's pretty crazy. Goes to show how much Dota is just intuition. Drop my ulti. Finishes the alch. Doesn't get much better than that, you know. That's best case scenario. Not only do we avoid that Bane go, we kill the alch, and look at our CS now. I mean, this alch's game it's not ruined because, you know, he's doing okay, but we are way ahead. We are way ahead on a hero that naturally gets bonus gold from creeps. We are 800 gold ahead, which is a shellacking 7 minutes into the lane. And on top of that, it doesn't really start. It doesn't end there because now we're about to hit level 7. We have maxed out treants. So I farm up this large camp. The main thing to do when you have maxed out treants is don't get overconfident, guys. The worst thing you can do on Prophet is get overconfident. Even if you have this like god tier lane or whatever the hell, it doesn't matter. Your hero still feeds like a bot. You still have 1,000 HP and no defense mechanism. So the only reason I push mid here is the enemy team has like really crappy gank heroes. I see the Huskar. Alch's probably not going to gank me. He even does actually grief my shit here, so I back up the treants briefly as I was looking top. But you can see once I get kicked out, I don't even look to pressure. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. You know, I'll try to take your camps. You know, I'm like griefing a small camp or whatever. I'm like, you know, it's all you, right? All you. I ended up hitting him with the last tick of my ulti here, which does 435 damage. I believe that's literally the last tick. Maybe it's the second to last tick. But just kill off the Enigma. I was having literally the best game possible. It was kind of crazy. This is literally best case scenario. Now, once the alch officially leaves, here we go, right? Into the tower, maxed out treants. It just instantly dies. The thing is, you just got to be patient. Just don't over-rotate. If you want to snowball in this hero, just sit in your lane and kill the nearby camps until you get left alone. When you get left alone, you can take the tower. Until then, just kill the camps, kill the wave, kill the camps, kill the wave. Literally, I just rinse, repeat that. Here I had 10 treants, and so I'm like, okay, I can force this tier 2. We were way ahead at this point. I had a cart, and I had my Viper on the way. I have an 11-minute Orchid, so I also have a defensive option, so obviously I'm feeling like very confident. I wouldn't necessarily hit this tower in the majority of games. In a lot of circumstances, what I'd be doing instead is I'd actually be looking to rather just jungle. I would, like most games, I would shove in the wave. Like, I'd clear the wave here, camp, wave, camp. Like, something like that, right? And if my safe laner needs a lane, I'll like TP top and do the same thing top. You're mostly just farming. Sometimes I'll TP mid with an early Orchid, but that is it. And we end up getting the tier 2. Obviously, this game, I mean, it's not over. Who is rich on their team? I guess it's alch. Okay. I was like, how are they only 4K behind? We are like completely walloping them. To be fair, someone on my team fed. Our Doom has 5 deaths. CK has 5 deaths. Wow. My safe lane got walloped. Okay. Huh. Thank God we crushed the other lanes. Okay. I guess it goes to show why it's so important to snowball and just like be the god gamer. But at this point in the game, the only reason I'm TPing top here is I have a very clear advantage. I have my Orchid at this point of the game. Like, I'm unbelievably strong. I'm 2 levels up on this Enigma. Like, this guy's really powerful. This Enigma at this point of the game is really powerful. I'm just so far ahead that I can make a play that usually might not necessarily work, but it will work here because, well, we're just way ahead. He actually almost got Black Hole off there. I would have died if he got Black Hole off. That could have been a pretty big throw, which is why, once again, don't overforce. Even when you have Orchid, you have to create numbers advantages. Okay, I'm going to make more videos on this in the future, primarily on gameleap. It's like kind of a one-time thing for this channel, but at least for now. But the main thing I want you guys to understand is, like, I'm only playing around numbers advantages or a really strong hero. For instance, I knew my Viper was having the god game. This guy is unbelievably ahead. And so I end up TPing mid here, right? You'll see from my perspective. I'm watching the minimap. I see my guys coming. So I go for an Orchid onto the Bane, just prevent him from getting off Nightmare Grip. Free double kill. Only reason why I'm doing that, once again, is I understand how strong I am right now because of my Orchid and how strong this Viper is. So I don't mind making this play as I ulti for the potential out kill as well. But alright, that's going to be about all. I mean, the rest of the game, they basically give up. But you can see, even when they give up, like, my intuition, it's kind of funny. My intuition, like, look, my team is farming top, bottom jungle, mid wave, and top jungle. There's nothing for me to farm. Okay, I'll farm triangle. It's fine, because you can TP in, right? And you might be like, oh, but Speed, you're not putting map pressure. Yeah, you're right, but there's already so much map pressure. I don't need... Where am I going to put map pressure? Bottom wave is in, right? I mean, I guess I could go back to it now. It wouldn't be horrible now, but the Viper was there. I don't need to push that in. Top wave is in. Mid wave's in. I mean, I'm almost never going to clear mid on Profit because someone else is going to do it. Both the side lanes are basically pushed in. I don't need to be there. So where am I going to go? Triangle. This is really advanced stuff I'm teaching you guys here. Like, what I said sounds very basic, and I make it sound like a simple concept that most people should probably understand, but like no one does what I'm doing here, or like consistently will do it, right? But this is why your boy is like ranked 15 or some shit. I'm good at this stuff. Okay, I'll stop being narcissistic, and I will end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want more content like this on different heroes or whatever, I don't know, go sub the GameLeap. I'm kidding. But, I mean, I'm not really kidding. I'm like kidding, but I'm not kidding. I make a lot of good stuff on the website and on YouTube. Which I guess a lot of you guys, if you're here, you probably already know that. Okay. Love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe. Peace.